1. Don't let shyness kill intimacy. As people grow older, one of the biggest hurdles to maintaining intimacy in a relationship is the feeling of shyness or embarrassment when it comes to discussing or expressing sexual needs. This is particularly common for older adults who may feel like their desires no longer fit the societal narrative of what is appropriate for their age. The challenge with this shyness is that it can create emotional distance between partners. When two people are hesitant to express their feelings, their bond can become strained and intimacy suffers. Older adults may also experience anxiety around their physical changes, leading to insecurity and a lack of confidence in their sexual and emotional appeal. To counteract this, it is crucial to create a space where communication can happen freely and without judgment. Small steps can help ease into more open communication. For example, starting a conversation about intimacy by recalling a special moment from earlier in the relationship can break the ice. These conversations don't always have to be sexual in nature, but should focus on emotional intimacy first, which naturally leads to physical intimacy. It is important to emphasize that intimacy isn't limited to physical acts. Non-sexual touch, holding hands, hugging, touching the face, plays a crucial role in fostering emotional closeness. When older adults are comfortable in these small gestures, they can lead to a more robust connection that eventually allows for deeper intimacy. In addition, shyness is often rooted in fear of rejection or the belief that one's partner is no longer attracted to them. The key here is reassurance. Regular verbal affirmations and actions that show love and affection can go a long way in reducing the fear of rejection, fostering an environment where intimacy can flourish. This process requires patience and understanding, but with time and effort, the fear of discussing intimacy can be overcome, leading to stronger emotional and physical connections. 2. Choose body's timing over mind scheduling. One of the significant advantages of older age is the opportunity to embrace a more relaxed, flexible approach to intimacy, as opposed to the urgency that might have been felt in youth. At this stage, intimacy should be driven more by the body's natural rhythms than by any rigid schedules or societal expectations. Older adults may have more control over their time and less pressure from work, children, or external obligations. However, they may also experience physiological changes that affect their desire for intimacy. For instance, hormonal changes can lead to different patterns of arousal or interest, and certain medications can influence libido. Therefore, it's essential to stop worrying about the right time and focus on when both partners feel comfortable. One effective strategy is to take advantage of moments when both individuals feel naturally relaxed or content. For example, mornings can be a time when both individuals are well rested, their bodies have had time to rejuvenate, and the mind is not preoccupied with the day's tasks. A leisurely morning routine, such as sharing a cup of coffee or having breakfast together, can gradually build the connection needed to foster intimacy. This approach also addresses the physical challenges that may come with aging. For instance, it can take longer for a person to feel physically ready for sex due to changes in hormone levels or other age-related factors. Embracing these natural rhythms and listening to each other's bodies creates a more relaxed environment where both partners can be open to spontaneous intimacy without the pressure of a predefined schedule. Moreover, this approach doesn't limit intimacy to specific moments but allows for intimacy throughout the day. Small gestures such as a gentle touch on the shoulder, a kiss on the cheek, or simply being present with each other go a long way in maintaining emotional closeness and sexual connection. Ultimately, the key to intimacy in later years is learning to be present in the moment, focusing on the sensations and feelings that arise naturally, and letting go of external pressures or expectations. This will enable older adults to enjoy a fulfilling and comfortable sexual life on their terms. 3. Sex is not just intercourse. Explore other forms of intimacy. A common misconception about sexuality in older age is that it is only about intercourse. As the body ages, physical changes may make intercourse more challenging or less appealing. However, intimacy is not limited to sex in the traditional sense, and there are many other ways to experience deep connection and sexual pleasure. Older adults should explore different forms of intimacy that cater to their evolving needs. These might include kissing, caressing, mutual massages, or simply cuddling. The goal should be to focus on emotional and physical connection, not just the end goal of intercourse. For example, Mutual massages can be incredibly soothing and an excellent way for couples to reconnect emotionally and physically. These intimate moments foster deep relaxation and trust, allowing the partners to communicate affection without the pressure of performance. Another form of intimacy that older adults can explore is oral sex or other forms of non-penetrative activity. These can be more comfortable for individuals who experience discomfort with intercourse but still wish to be sexually active and connected with their partner. These activities allow for mutual pleasure, reduce the pressure of vaginal or penile penetration, and can bring couples closer. Moreover, the act of simply holding each other and sharing quiet moments can be immensely satisfying. As physical stamina decreases with age, these more subtle forms of intimacy can lead to fulfilling, meaningful sexual experiences. The key is to embrace these changes as opportunities for growth in the relationship rather than seeing them as limitations. In essence, intimacy is about being close in body, mind, and spirit. Older adults can find new ways to nurture their connection, expanding their understanding of intimacy to include activities that prioritize pleasure, closeness, and mutual satisfaction, even if they are no longer physically able to engage in intercourse as they did before. 4. Prepare the space for comfort and relaxation. Creating the right environment for intimacy is often overlooked, but can significantly enhance the experience. As we age, our sensory responses to our surroundings become more pronounced, so ensuring a comfortable and soothing space can elevate the quality of intimacy. Lighting plays a crucial role. Harsh overhead lights can create a feeling of discomfort or tension. Instead, soft, ambient lighting is ideal for creating a calming atmosphere. This could be as simple as using dim lamps or candles, which also add a sense of warmth and sensuality to the room. For older adults, the ambiance should feel peaceful and inviting, encouraging relaxation and openness. Sound is another important factor. Silence might seem ideal, but for many, gentle background music or even the sound of white noise or rain can help set a soothing tone. In fact, sounds that are associated with calmness and tranquility, such as ocean waves, wind chimes, or soft classical music, can reduce stress, making it easier to let go of anxieties and connect with a partner. These sounds can also mask any potential distractions, making it easier to focus on the moment. Temperature is key for physical comfort. Older adults are often more sensitive to temperature changes, so the space should be set at a comfortable level for both partners. If you're too cold or too hot, your body is distracted from feeling sensual or connected. Consider adding soft blankets, pillows, and comfortable sheets that invite touch, while also keeping the temperature in mind for maximum relaxation. Another overlooked aspect is scent. Aromatherapy is powerful for relaxation and creating an intimate mood. Essential oils like lavender, ylang-ylang, or sandalwood can be diffused in the air. These scents have been shown to promote relaxation and even increase sexual arousal, setting the stage for intimate connection. These elements combined, lighting, sound, temperature, and scent, help create a sensory haven where older adults can feel safe, comfortable, and ready to enjoy intimacy without distractions. Whether the goal is to spend quality time talking, cuddling, or engaging in physical affection, the right environment makes a huge difference in how the experience unfolds. 5. Listen to each other, slow down, and embrace the moment. In our younger years, intimacy often feels rushed, fueled by desire and the expectation of a physical climax. However, as people age, it's crucial to recognize that intimacy is not about hurrying to an end goal. It's about enjoying the process and savoring the time spent together. Older adults are often more attuned to their bodies, and physical changes can make sex feel slower or more deliberate. This is not a limitation, but an opportunity to rediscover the joy of intimacy through more mindful experiences. One of the key aspects of intimacy in later years is to slow down and be present with each other. Instead of rushing, older couples can enjoy every touch, every kiss, and every whisper. The process of slowing down allows both partners to focus on each other's needs, both physical and emotional. Older adults should feel free to explore what makes them comfortable, what feels good, and what brings them joy without the urgency of climax. Mutual exploration and sensual pleasure are more important than a quick, rushed experience. One great way to practice this is through slow touch or foreplay. Taking time to kiss, massage, or simply touch each other in an unhurried manner allows for deeper emotional connection. This gives the couple an opportunity to reconnect emotionally, fostering intimacy that is not solely about physical pleasure, but emotional bonding. Moreover, listening to each other's needs, both verbal and nonverbal, can strengthen the relationship. It's important to pay attention to how your partner is reacting and make adjustments accordingly. This could mean slowing down even further if they seem uncomfortable, or speeding up if they show more eagerness. The goal is to listen to what your body and your partner's body are communicating and responding with patience, care, and understanding. In summary, slowing down during intimate moments allows couples to experience a new form of pleasure, one that is rooted in connection and mutual respect. This slower pace also emphasizes the emotional bond, which may be more important as intimacy evolves in later years. 6. Don't be afraid to use support tools when needed. Many older adults experience physical changes that can make intimacy more challenging. This includes issues like reduced libido, vaginal dryness, or erectile dysfunction. However, the stigma surrounding these issues often prevents people from seeking help or using tools that could make intimacy more comfortable and enjoyable. Lubricants are one of the most effective tools for combating vaginal dryness, a common issue as women age. Older women often experience a decrease in estrogen levels, which can lead to vaginal atrophy, making sex uncomfortable. The use of water-based lubricants is a safe and simple solution that can make intimate moments more pleasurable for both partners. These products can reduce discomfort, enhance sensation, and encourage a more enjoyable experience. For men, erectile dysfunction, ED, is another common challenge. While it might seem embarrassing to seek help, ED is common in aging men and can often be treated with medication or other medical interventions. Options like oral medications, vacuum pumps, or penile injections can help restore erectile function. In some cases, a combination of lifestyle changes like exercise and a healthy diet, and these support tools can improve performance. One of the most important things older adults need to remember is that using these tools is completely normal and should not be seen as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. In fact, using lubricants or medications can often enhance intimacy, providing both partners with greater comfort and confidence. The goal is to ensure that both partners feel good, regardless of the physical challenges they may face. Beyond lubricants and medications, there are also devices that can help with positioning. Some people find certain positions uncomfortable due to joint pain or other age-related issues. Using pillows or positioning aids can make sexual activity more comfortable. For example, elevating the hips during intercourse may reduce pressure on the back or knees, making the experience more enjoyable. Lastly, couples should remember that discussing these issues openly with each other and with a healthcare provider can reduce feelings of shame or embarrassment. Seeking support and using available tools allows couples to maintain their physical connection, no matter what challenges they face. 7. Simple gestures are powerful: a hug, a kiss, a touch. As people age, they often become more emotionally in tune with their partner. Physical intimacy may become less about intense sexual activity and more about simple, meaningful touches. A hug, a gentle kiss, holding hands, or even cuddling can provide a sense of closeness and affection that speaks volumes. These small gestures, though not overtly sexual, are powerful in maintaining intimacy. For example, holding hands during a walk or while watching TV fosters connection and comfort. It's about sharing space without the pressure to do more than just be together. Older adults often find that physical touch is one of the most comforting aspects of their relationship. A simple kiss on the forehead, holding each other at night, or cuddling on the couch reinforces the emotional bond, promoting feelings of safety, love, and affection. These moments are especially important as couples grow older because they allow for continued intimacy without focusing on physical performance. These gestures can also help reduce stress, enhance feelings of well-being, and even contribute to better sleep. The comfort that comes from physical closeness is invaluable at any age, and it creates a foundation for deeper intimacy over time. Ultimately, intimacy is not only about grand gestures, it's about simple, everyday expressions of love that create an ongoing connection between partners. 8. Be confident. Age is just a number. One of the most beautiful aspects of intimacy in later years is the chance to embrace self-confidence in new ways. As individuals grow older, they often become more comfortable with their bodies, even with the changes that occur. Older adults may have wrinkles, graying hair, or changes in physical appearance, but these are badges of a life well lived. Confidence, especially in later years, comes from accepting and embracing these changes. For many, intimacy can become even more meaningful when both partners can accept each other fully, flaws and all. Confidence in one's physical self is key to fostering intimacy. When both partners feel comfortable in their skin, they are more likely to be affectionate and spontaneous, which leads to a deeper connection. Additionally, confidence comes from knowing that true intimacy isn't about appearance, but about the emotional and physical bond between two people. Knowing that you are loved for who you are, not for how you look, allows older adults to feel free to enjoy intimacy without worrying about the perfect body. Confidence also plays a role in communication. As older adults become more experienced and confident in their relationships, they often become better at expressing their needs and desires. Being open about preferences, dislikes, and what feels good enables couples to be more connected both emotionally and sexually. By embracing the idea that age does not dictate attractiveness or desirability, older adults can continue to enjoy fulfilling, passionate, and confident sexual relationships. 9. Communicate openly and honestly. One of the most critical components of intimacy at any age is communication. As we grow older, our experiences, desires, and expectations might shift, and it becomes even more important to talk openly and honestly with your partner about your feelings, boundaries, and needs. In many long-term relationships, especially as individuals enter their later years, communication might become less frequent, or may even become more avoidant due to the fear of awkwardness or discomfort. This is often seen when it comes to topics like sexual health, desires, and even physical changes that come with aging. However, by opening up the lines of communication, couples can build a deeper emotional connection that enhances both their emotional and physical intimacy. Talking about discomforts, whether it's physical, emotional, or even psychological, is crucial. For instance, if one partner experiences pain during intercourse due to physical changes, it's important to address this rather than avoiding it. Open conversations about lubrication, positions, or even the use of medical aids, like erectile dysfunction medications or vaginal moisturizers, can help couples adapt and maintain an active and pleasurable intimate life. Furthermore, emotional intimacy is also deeply impacted by communication. Being able to express love, affection, and vulnerability allows both partners to feel heard and valued. When emotional needs are met, it often leads to better physical intimacy. Fears, anxieties, and joys with your partner can strengthen the bond, creating a more trusting and supportive relationship. Nonverbal communication is also essential. It's important to recognize and respond to your partner's body language. Sometimes a look, a touch, or a gesture can convey more than words. Paying attention to these subtle cues can help deepen the connection, even without needing to say anything. Being sensitive to each other's signals creates an environment of respect and understanding. One of the biggest challenges for older adults is feeling embarrassed or ashamed about discussing sexual issues. It's vital to encourage a culture of open communication, where both partners feel safe to express their needs and concerns. This openness can enhance physical pleasure and emotional connection, fostering a relationship where intimacy isn't only about the act itself, but also about shared experiences and understanding. 10. Embrace the changes and be creative. Aging naturally brings changes to the body, and these changes affect how intimacy is experienced. However, rather than seeing these changes as a hindrance to intimacy, older adults can embrace them and get creative in finding new ways to connect and enjoy each other's company. Adaptation is key. For example, arousal may not happen as quickly as it did in younger years, but that doesn't mean intimacy is any less fulfilling. It just means that couples may need to take more time to build arousal, which often makes the experience even more enjoyable. Extended foreplay, involving kissing, touching, or even talking, can lead to increased satisfaction as both partners get to explore each other's bodies more thoroughly. The physical changes that occur as we age, such as decreased sensitivity or reduced lubrication, can also be addressed creatively. For instance, sensory play, like using different fabrics, textures, or even temperatures, can make intimacy more stimulating and exciting. Couples can explore light bondage, experimenting with restraints or blindfolds, or even simply introducing new positions to find what works best with their changing bodies. Kinky or playful intimacy doesn't necessarily have to be about something extreme. It can involve incorporating lighthearted fun or trying out something new that feels exciting but comfortable. A game of strip poker, a playful massage, or a simple experiment with new sexual positions can all be enjoyable ways to reconnect in a new light. Being creative can also include exploring erotic literature together, watching romantic or sensual movies, or introducing toys into the relationship. These tools can help stimulate both the mind and the body, allowing couples to experience new sensations without the pressure of performance. Many older adults find that using vibrators, lubricants, or other accessories can bring back the pleasure they might have lost due to age-related changes. It's important to let go of expectations and understand that the way intimacy looks might change over time. By embracing the new realities of your body and getting creative about ways to adapt to these changes, couples can continue to enjoy a fulfilling sexual relationship. 11. Stay active and healthy for better intimacy. Physical health is often directly linked to sexual health. Staying active and maintaining overall health can help older adults enjoy intimacy for years to come. There are several ways in which physical well-being supports a fulfilling sex life in older age. Exercise plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy body. Regular physical activity helps increase circulation, which is essential for arousal. In addition, it strengthens muscles and bones, improves flexibility, and increases stamina, all of which contribute to a better experience during intimacy. It can also help reduce stress and boost mood, which is important for those who may feel self-conscious about the changes in their bodies as they age. For women, engaging in pelvic floor exercises, such as Kegel exercises, can help strengthen the muscles involved in sexual activity. These exercises improve vaginal tone and enhance sexual pleasure. For men, regular activity can help combat erectile dysfunction by promoting better circulation and enhancing testosterone levels. Diet also plays a major role in sexual health. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can improve overall energy levels, stamina, and mood, all of which positively impact intimacy. Certain foods, such as those rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon or flax seeds, antioxidants, and vitamins like vitamin D and zinc, have been shown to improve circulation and hormone regulation, contributing to a healthier sex life. Older adults should also monitor their mental health and consider stress management techniques. Anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues can have a profound impact on one's desire for intimacy. Stress management practices such as meditation, yoga, or mindfulness exercises can reduce anxiety and enhance emotional and physical connection. Finally, older adults should regularly check in with their healthcare providers for routine health assessments, especially as they approach or enter their senior years. This ensures that any underlying medical conditions, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or hormonal imbalances, are properly managed, allowing both partners to continue enjoying intimacy without concerns about their health. Conclusion: intimacy in later years is not only about maintaining a healthy sex life, but also about nurturing an ongoing emotional connection with your partner. By embracing physical changes, fostering communication, creating the right environment, and staying active, older adults can continue to enjoy fulfilling and meaningful intimate relationships. It's about understanding that intimacy is not just about sexual performance, but about mutual affection, care, and deep emotional connection that evolves with time. By focusing on emotional support, physical comfort, and self-care, older couples can find new ways to stay connected, ensuring that their relationships remain strong, loving, and full of life for many years to come. Age is truly just a number, and the potential for intimacy only grows deeper with time and understanding.